right, everyone, today we're going to talk about calluses. What do you do when you've got blisters that aren't quite calluses yet? My name is Amanda Painter Diver. I am the rowing doc. I am a doctor of physical therapy who helps people use the indoor rowing machine without getting hurt. If you are a beginner rower, I can definitely help you become more effective and efficient quicker. So please feel free to reach out to me if you have questions. I also have a book, Beginner's Guide to Indoor Rowing. Literally wrote the book on how to row as a beginner. So feel free to check that out on Amazon, but let's get started on what do you do with your calluses? So calluses are a part of rowing. Just kind of is. Now, I have a job where I use my hands a lot. Physical therapists are very hands-on usually. I have the ability to be able to work remotely, doing what I love, helping people on the rowing machine, but calluses are part of life and it's part of rowing. So, one of the biggest things is when you get into forums and groups and people say, hey, I have calluses, what do I do? And people can say, hey, you know what? I use gloves. Cool, we'll talk about that. Or two, you know, your grip is too rough and that's why you're getting your calluses. So that's the thing that I want to chat about first. One, take a look at where your blisters and your calluses are. That is going to tell you a lot about if you are over gripping. Usually when people are over gripping, the calluses are in different places. The calluses will often be somewhere on the palm of your hand, in the fingertips, and kind of all throughout the fingers. If you have a loose, gentle grip, which I do, I've been rowing since 2001, it's something I pay attention to. I have a super gentle grip, but I increased my meters a lot recently. I actually took a few months off of rowing. I was doing a charity row where I was rowing way too much, and I just needed a break. So I switched it up, I did more strength training, and now I'm back on the rower, so it's happening again. So now that I'm back on the rower, and I have a very gentle, light grip, look right here and you'll see some little blisters. They're turning into calluses right along here. On my other hand, and I know it's a bad example because I picked at it, I'm not great, right here. And that's from a sandbag, so ignore that. That was a sandbag workout today. But if you're having things right around here and possibly right here, that's actually quite normal for where your friction is, even if you don't have a death grip on that handle. If it's somewhere else, or it's on every single one of them and not just, like mine's literally just on 2 and 1, that's it. If you're having them in numerous places, then that's a sign, hey, how am I gripping? But not only is it about grip, it's also about where are you pulling the handle to. So if you're pulling up really high, your elbows go out, your wrists do a funky thing here, that's actually gonna, every time you're doing this, you're actually increasing the friction on your hand and you're more likely to also get those blisters and calluses in more places on your hand. It also makes it so you have to actually grip a little bit tighter to maintain in this funky position with your wrists when you're up high. So try pulling down lower, keeping that wrist in a neutral position as you pull back. Those elbows stay in a little bit more. That's gonna enable you to get a little bit of a looser grip. Other components, and I've got a whole other video on this, check out a video about elbow pain, where I talk about, and I think it's called elbow pain, the thing no one talks about, but it's about being at the catch, and when you're at the catch, if you're kind of overreaching and kind of slouching a little bit, you're not as engaged and you're putting more pressure onto your elbows and your wrists and your hands, and it actually makes you have to get a little bit of a grip there. Not much, but it does, and that can also contribute to these. So take care of them however you want. Some people say lotions, some people say little waxes, some people say chalk, some people say just keeping your hands from getting dry. Honestly, I live in Denver, Colorado. It is dry and cold here, but I grew up rowing in Massachusetts and California, and those are very different climates, and I still got these. So this is just kind of a natural part of rowing. It will get better. They'll turn into little calluses you'll barely notice. Some people pop them, some people don't. Really just find something that works for you. If you wanna try using whatchamacallit, gloves, that's totally fine. The biggest thing about gloves is you're not actually going to be able to tell as much if you are over gripping. So the calluses and the blisters actually give you info that can help you improve your rowing. So I recommend starting and trying without the gloves, see where they are, and then if you need to adapt and use something, go for it. But use that as a sign that, hey, maybe something is happening at the beginning of the stroke, at the end of the stroke, somewhere that might actually be causing these to be worse than they need to be, and learn from it. That would be my recommendation. If you're interested in a rowing analysis, I do offer rowing analysis. We do it via video, one-on-one. I actually offer 2 options. One is a Zoom call with me for an hour. I'm actually about to do one with someone in Australia, which is awesome. So one is that way, and the other is you send me a video, I send you a video back. People found these very, very helpful. I'll point everything out and literally draw lines on you, show you what I'm seeing, showing how we can work on it, and get you started so that you got less of this going on. So if you have questions, please feel free to reach out. As you can see, I respond. I'm here to help you all become better rowers. So I hope that helps. Please hit that subscribe button. It helps people find my videos. So please hit that subscribe button for me. You'll also get notified of when my next video comes out. I had a small hiatus in January. I apologize, but I'm back. So these should be coming out weekly or bi-weekly for you. So I hope you all have a great day and happy rowing, everybody.